Chebby is in Namibia following recent protests by youth demanding their voices to be heard and policies and laws changed and implemented. She further stated that while young people are eligible for election to political office, most leadership roles are not occupied by them.
The challenge here is the average age of members of parliament is 58, and the average age of the population of Namibia is 21. And we cannot deny the generational gap. And that poses a question of how can we have all these infrastructures in place, all these enabling policies in place that many other countries in Africa do not have.
Despite structures and policies in place, Chebby says not many young people are seen in the country's leadership, particularly in government. However, the question many ask is, how can young people move from protesting to drafting policies around the table?
Some of the recommendations we propose in the report is to introduce and enforce quotas at every level of government and public service, which has proven in many countries when young people are on electoral lists, when young people have a guaranteed seat at the table, they do take advantage of that.
Former UN advisor on African matters, Advocate Beans Kavangas, at the discussion reminded the youth about their social contract with the state.
That social contract, in fact, forms the basis of engagement. And that form of engagement comes when you vote your elected representatives into power. But you are not only there to vote, you are also there to be voted into power. And that is very critical.
In addition, Kavangas says the youth have also a right to demand participation, quality services, and to take part in decision-making. She said the role of the parliament is not only to implement laws, but also to prioritize their oversight functions.
Once an issue comes to Parliament, I sometimes feel very disappointed because that's one of the critical platforms that is provided to the citizens of this country to actually listen to those that they voted into power and to hear what they have to say about critical issues that faces us and young people. But when a motion is put forward, and an issue is to be debated and it's basically squashed, we are squashing the aspirations and the needs and desires of those that are faced with those critical issues.
Emil Seibeb, NBC News, Windhoek.